Hello Internet and welcome to another Let's Play of Dragon Age Origins. And may I just start off this episode by saying, oh, these skull happy looking little fellows. I mean, that guy looks like he's grinning, that guy in the middle, he just like he just likes having a right old good time. A little chuckle there. So, I'm just going to start off by saying, this is one of the numerous times I've actually started trying to record this let's play, this one in particular. I had a small glitch a minute ago, so I just had to restart quickly. But before that, the first ever trial I had of doing
here is your fellow
this
Grey
episode.
You worry too much, young man.
I had a good episode. One I thought was personally good. I'd recorded about 35 minutes of footage.
You were dead for sure.
I talked about what I wanted to do with the channel. What I wanted to do with the channel, what I saw myself doing, trying to improve it, and what I was talking about, what I've been doing recently and what I've been enjoying.
I didn't
So, after 35 minutes, it just
what do we call
blue
you?
screened on me.
You've never told us your
corrupted the
name?
entire
Names
file,
are pretty,
2.5
but
gigabytes
useless.
of footage
The chastened
and audio
folk call me
down the
Fleming.
drain.
I
So
suppose it will do.
that had to put a little
Fleming?
hamper on the evening and explains why
From
this
the
episode is
legends?
actually late.
Daveth was right.
So what I'm going to do is just,
the
I'll let
witches
this
are
go
wild,
through,
aren't you?
and I'll try
And
to
what
get back
does
on
that
track
mean?
and try and just talk
I know
yet
a bit
again
of magic,
about
and it has
what I
served you both well,
what I
has
wanted
it
to talk
not?
about.
Must I? Age and power are relative. It depends on who is asking. Compared to you, yes, on both counts.
Then why didn't you save Duncan? He was our leader.
I am sorry for your Duncan, but your grief must come later. In the dark shadows before you take vengeance, as my mother once said. Duty must come now. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
That doesn't make any sense. Why would he do it?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon. By ourselves? No Grey Warden has ever defeated a Blight without the army of a half-dozen nations at his back. Not to mention... I don't know how.
How to kill the Archdemon, or how to raise an army? It seems to me those are two different questions, Have the Wardens no allies these days?
I don't know. Duncan said that the Grey Wardens of Orlais had been called, and Arl Eamon would never stand for this, surely. I suppose. Arl Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help. The Arl would never do what Tan Loghain did. I know him too well. I still don't know if Arl Eamon's help would be enough. He can't defeat the Darkspawn Horde by himself. Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens. Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears. Ha ha! Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the Horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens. Do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
Just to break the silence quickly, it's insane to me. I watched a bit of footage from a channel playing a game called Raven's Cry earlier. The animation of that game, absolutely atrocious. Yet a game here, made in 2009, and yes, admittedly made by a very well-known studio, BioWare, but the difference in the quality of animation from then to now, well, I guess it doesn't matter when something is animated, it's always to do with the skill, but it's just insane that a game like this has such... It may sound cheesy, but depth to the animation. I mean, you've got the small twitching of the eye, as we saw with Flemeth a minute ago, proper mouth movements with like the lips curling inwards as someone speaks to. And some of the characters in this Raven's Cry game, they weren't even closing their mouths as they speak. They literally, their lips never touched, which, if you think about your speech for a second, is not possible. It was just insane. Anyway, back to the silence while we finish this lovely bit of gameplay.
From the way he glares, I imagine that answer is clear.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
If you worry that I will summon demons and transform into an abomination, I assure you I will at least wait until you are not looking.
I feel better already.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the Blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
And with that, that's the end of that. And may I say, I do love the interactions between Flemeth as a character and Morrigan as a character. So it's just entertaining as all hell. Anyway, back onto what I wanted to talk about then. And now it's going to feel weird because it's going to feel almost like I'm trying to hit a checklist of what I want to say. So anyway, let's pop to the party camp. So anyway, the first thing I want to say is, to everybody who has actually watched any of these videos, at this time of this recording, I think I'm at about 17 views and 2 subscribers. And one of those is my friends, and one of those is my little brother. But honestly, I am actually very grateful to everyone who has actually taken just any sort of time to watch my videos. It's been... anything you create yourself is always very personal. Even if you don't like what you're making, it's very personal. I mean, if anybody watching has looked at my
What do you
about
need?
page, I mentioned in there I'm an ex-drama student, and I've made a number of short film projects myself.
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
Now, I personally admit that those projects are not very good. And I could see the errors once I was in the editing stage. I did love the editing stage. Just doing it was a very what's the word I'm looking for?
Don't worry. So long as we're looking at taking
It's very
down
relaxing and
bastard
enjoyable
looking, I won't be losing any sleep at night.
Portion
And thanks for the
of
warm
those
concern.
projects.
For a moment there, I thought you might
But
actually
I don't
have
think I
cared.
could stand to listen to someone sit there and badmouth my projects to me, despite the fact that I know their flaws and I know they are not very good. Anyway, quickly on to Lothering. Anyway, where was I? But yeah, so I'm very grateful to anyone who has watched these projects, watched these videos. But anyway, on to something a bit more important. This channel which I started, I've started this as it's really started nothing as nothing more than a side project for myself. As I mentioned, drama, films, editing. I really enjoyed editing, but at this point, I've been outside of university.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost
it's
at
been out almost
Ostagar,
a year
and quickly.
Since I finished editing.
There are those who
on
would
my
take
final
advantage of
project
our
for
weakened
university.
state if we let them. We must defeat
Which,
this darkspawn incursion,
just
but we
insane
must
that
do
that
so
amount of time
sensibly
feels
and
like it just
without
passed
hesitation.
so quickly.
Your Lordship, if I might
It's
speak,
terrifying to think that this time last year, I was working on that. I was working on my dissertation.
you have declared
and
yourself
everything.
Queen
That's a
Honora's regent
terrifying
and
sort
claim
of
we must
perspective
unite
to look
under
at.
your banner for our own good.
Yeah. But
But
I
what
see
of the
this
army
I
lost
see
at
these
Ostagar?
things as a chance
Your
to just
withdrawal was most
stretch my legs, do something
fortuitous.
that I feel to be entertaining once more. I feel. I don't know what your opinion of that is. Let's leave any sort of comments
Everything
you
I
have in the
have
comments
done has
about
been to
that.
secure Ferelden's independence.
I see it as a
I
chance
have not
to
shirked my duty to the
practice
throne,
editing once
and
again.
neither will any
and
of you.
beyond that, to learn new skills.
The Banon will not
I mean,
bow
I
to
want
you
to.
simply because you demand it.
I plan
Understand
to
this.
play around with
I
the
will
format
brook no threat
of
to this nation
these
from you
somewhat.
or anyone.
I mean, these videos are not the first time I have done Let's Plays. I mean, in my second year of university, for a brief period, me and some of my friends
Van Tegan,
attempted to
please!
do
Your
Let's
Majesty,
Plays.
your father risked civil
And
war.
we eventually, and in the
If
end, we didn't do
Eamon
very
were
many,
here-
as I said. But we had a very polarising style.
Van
of them.
Tegan, my father is
Some of
doing
them
what is best.
Were
Did he also do what
They
was
were
best
like
for your
these.
husband?
half
Your
an hour,
Majesty?
no cuts, bang. There is the ghost. It's a ghost. Straight cut, bang. There's the entire episode. But then there was the other format I had, where I was playing DMC, the latest Dragon.
Wake up, gentlemen!
Devil May
More
Cry.
travelers to attend to.
And I cut it
Led
down
by
to
an
about.
elf of all things.
There was about 40 minutes of footage there, and I cut that
They
down
don't look much like them
to
others.
about 4 or 5 minutes of what I thought to
Maybe
be
we should just let
best
them
content.
pass.
Nonsense.
So that really says what I
Greetings,
can think
travellers.
about myself and
Highwaymen, preying on those
my own
fleeing
work
the
at times.
Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools
But
to
yeah,
get in our
I want
way.
to use these.
I
I will be
teach them
changing
a
up the
lesson.
format to a
Now,
degree,
is that any way to greet someone?
trying to make it, just
A
trying to make it a
simple
bit
10
more
silvers and you're
interesting
free to
and
move
less
on.
of these bland spaces. But the problem with that is because of what Dragon Age is, it's a very very dialogue-heavy game. You can't necessarily just cut a chunk, loads and loads of that out.
What did I tell you?
But I will
No
try and probably
wagons,
play
and
around with
this
those
one
sort of
looks
things and
armed.
use that as more of a
The
bit
toll
of
applies
practice
to
to
everyone,
do
Hunter.
some editing.
That's why it's a toll.
And then from that, I'm
and
going
not,
to try
say,
and
a refugee tax.
Oh,
push
right.
myself to learn some
Even if you're
photo
no
edit-
refugee,
Photoshop,
you still got
After
to pay.
Effects, and just want to grow as a creator. And as well, if you've seen my about, I do also want to learn 3D modeling and animation. And maybe if I ever feel confident enough, as I said, maybe I'd show some modeling sessions, as maybe even streams, or I'd upload short little clips of me attempting things.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you
Anyway,
know.
this is really a
Right.
side project for
We
me to
get to
feel,
ransack
try
your
and just
corpse then.
grow
Those are the rules.
as a person. So yeah, as I said, I think last time I did this it was much better. It's a shame I've effectively lost all that footage.
A mage? Ah, I don't
I
want
think
to
that
be a
was felt a lot
toad.
more natural than
Nobody's
what it is
turning you
effectively
into a
now
toad,
in my
you
head of
snivelling
me going
bastard.
tick,
But
mention
we'll,
that, tick,
let the
mention
toad
that,
go.
and tick, mention that.
This one.
It felt very stilted then.
Ah, don't turn me into a toad!
On the other note, as I said, I also wanted to talk about real life a bit. I've been doing outside of these recently, besides the fact that I've been working, so that's been fun. I've only worked 1 day this week because despite the fact that I thought I'd do dozens of videos to try and create a buffer.
All right.
That didn't
We
happen so
surrender.
much with
We're just trying
upgrades
to
to
get by
computer,
before the dog spawn
work
gets
to
us
do
all.
be done at home, and then upgrades going horribly wrong, with things not fitting, running out of thermal paste, and general computer
Yes,
instability.
I'm a criminal.
Hence the
I
loss
admit it.
of
I
those 35
apologize.
minutes of footage. Joy.
Yes, of course.
So yeah,
the coins we
on
collected
top
are
of
right
that, I
here.
have been.
Just over
I've been
100
getting back into
silvers.
some of the things
The rest is in the
I've
chest we
been
brought.
watching as a
Swear.
kid. Nom nom nom. Still got these cranberries. That is just almost that's wrong. These cranberries. I must have opened these like beginning of week 2. And now it's end of week 3. No,
I'm not going
not even
down
end
without a
of week,
fight.
beginning of week 2. I think it was end of week 1. So yeah, I've found more things. It's actually a coincidence, really. And one of them was a show called Oban Star Races. It's a little weird show. It was kind of the best way to describe that show, really. It's like Pod Racers meets not being Star Wars. Or not being Star Wars Episode 1.
It will be done.
And I've just been... Fantastic show. The only problem with getting older and then going back to these things is despite the level of the nostalgia you hold, so the fact that these things will continue to mean something to you
there it is.
because you loved them as a child, as a
Lothering.
kid.
Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally
You can't help but
decided to
notice
rejoin us, have you?
flaws you
Falling
may
on your
or may
blade
not
in
have
grief
noticed
seemed like too much
during the
trouble,
original
I take it.
watchings.
Is my being upset so hard to understand?
And I think it's just the
Have
general
you never
thing of
lost someone important
shows
to you?
aged at that age
Just
range.
what would you do if your mother died?
Scripts is
Before
never
or
a good
after I
thing to
stopped
really sort of pay
laughing?
attention to. They're not always bad,
Very creepy.
but
Forget my
a lot
past.
of the dialogue can feel very, very
But how can I? He is right there,
Written
speaking,
for
eyes
that
wide
age, as
like
in
those of
very
a
sort of
brainless calf.
cheesy
Oh,
lines.
I get it. This is the part where we're
Dialogue
shocked
that can
to
feel
discover
very
how you've never had a
unnatural.
friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I
also found out
desire
another
to.
thing about
Alas, desiring
Oban,
to be
besides the
more
whole
intelligent
nostalgia
does
thing
not
of rediscovering
make
it and going
so.
like, yes, it's
Anyway,
my childhood
I thought
once
we should
more.
talk about where we intend to go
So
first.
happy to have found it again. So yeah, if you've not guessed from my accent, I am from the UK. An area outside, just an hour outside of London, to be precise. Really,
Well,
that's not really
we'll
very
need to decide
precise.
eventually. Let's head into the village when you're ready.
And over here, Open Star Races was a joint project between a Japanese studio and a French studio. So, if you don't watch anything like anime or anything like that, you may not know that
So let's talk about your mother for a minute.
shows from Japan always seem to get like big groups doing the openings for them.
I'd rather talk
And
about
it's,
your
they sort of
mother.
sell these
There's
singles they
nothing to
make.
talk about. And besides,
They must
isn't
make a
your
bomb,
mother a
I
scary
must
witch who
assume.
lives in the middle of the forest?
Anyway,
Much more interesting.
Open Star Races had a
Do you,
song
perhaps?
called
You would find the
Chance to
moth
Shine by an artist called
growing
Akino,
upon a
used for
stone
the
interesting.
Japanese and
You know what's
European.
more interesting than that?
From where I've been watching Oban's
Mages
Oban Star
outside
Races,
of the tower.
they're showing the
That's
American
illegal,
version,
you know.
which
You
has
did
a
not read that in
very,
a book
very
somewhere, did
different
you?
opening. And it's just very jarring, really, just watching the show, waiting for this song that I remember to kick in, waiting for that to kick in.
Back off. I have the
But
right
then
to
getting
charge
this
what I wish.
other song,
You
it's just
profit from their
so
misfortune. I should
bizarre.
have the Templars give away everything in your cart.
yeah. And also on the note of
dare.
nostalgia.
Any of you step too close to my goods, and
Also doing some work
It's
at
so
home
nice
recently.
to see
One of the main
everyone
things we've been
working
clearing
together
out
in a
the garage that we
crisis.
have.
Warms the heart.
And something I found in the
Oh,
garage was
you there. You
old
look
VHS
able.
tapes.
Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered
Now, when I was younger, we
businessman?
did not have what over in the UK. What we have is a thing called Sky. Americans may have just call what they have, just cable or satellite. But yeah, Sky is satellite video delivery in the UK. It's a bit weird way of putting that.
You could say that.
And what I
yes.
and when I was
The
younger,
nerve of these
the only time I'd
people.
ever get to watch
He is charging outlandish prices
Like
for
new
things people
or
desperately need. Their blood
good,
is filling
in my
his
opinion,
pockets.
cartoons
Is only
that weren't
survival of the
ITV,
fittest. All of these
good or new
cretins would
cartoons that
do the
weren't
same in
ITV
his
or
shoes,
on
given the
CBBC.
chance.
I
Was
have
whenever I
limited
went over to my
supply.
aunt's.
The people decide what those supplies are worth.
Now, what she used to do for me
You
is, we've got
bought
to have another
most
cranberry.
of your wares
Was she
from these
actually
very people last
on
week.
VHSs
Now they flee
record
for their
episodes
lives,
of
and you
Digimon
want to
for me
talk business?
from like was it
Look,
Jetties or
stranger,
Fox Kid at that
I have
point?
100
I honestly
silvers if
can't
you
remember.
drive this rabble off.
VHS,
starting
so I'm
with that
assuming it's probably
priest.
Fox
I'm
Kids
an
at that
honest
point.
merchant, nothing more.
And I found this tape. Now I don't dare play it in anything because I think we have a working VHS player somewhere.
Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
But it's
They
the fact
spend
that
their
I
very
found this
last
and
coin
just the
because
memories that
they
really
are
come with
desperate, and this man preys
finding
upon
something
them
that something
as
like
surely as
that.
the
It's really
bandits
making me want
outside
to.
the city.
Ah, I'm not arguing
On top of the
anymore.
fact that we're actually getting a
Drive
new
off this
series
woman
of
and get your
Digimon
100 silvers.
based on the
Otherwise, I'm
original
taking
two
my
series,
wagon and
it's making me
leaving.
actually really want to go back and watch those. And this is coming from a guy who's 22 years old. So that's kind of like, hi, I'm 22 years old. I want to watch Digimon. So that's really my tangent for the episode.
Perhaps. If
So
that
yeah, that's
woman
just my
agrees, I'm
little
allowed to
tangent for
charge
today.
something.
Yeah, again,
Do
as I
what
said,
you
I
must.
don't think I've said it
So
or
long
said
as the
anything
price is
quite as well as I
better
originally
than
said.
Fine,
But what
fine,
can you do?
done.
The footage is gone
And
forever.
since you don't look too needy, normal
Corrupted
prices
by
for you.
the blue screen
So,
gods.
we have come to solve every squabble in the village personally. My, but the Darkspawn will be
But I
impressed.
think I will get back now
Thank you
to
for your
playing
generous assistance.
a
May
Dragon
the
Age, and so
Maker
having a
watch
sort of
over your
almost a
path.
background thing to my chat. Oh, there's a board over here. Let's go. Ah, crests, just what we need. With the poor dark, with the poor Grey Wardens, we gotta make money to hire soldiers somehow.
The legions of evil are on your doorstep. They will feast upon our hearts. There is nowhere to run. This
Yay,
evil
the local
will
crazy.
cover the world like a plague.
It is strong in this one.
locusts. Please, you're scaring the children. Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer a dark.
Give this man a copy of Shakespeare, he'd be a
There!
fantastic
One of their minions
Macbeth.
is already amongst us. This woman bears their evil
Is this a
stench.
dagger which I
And
see
do not
before
see
mine
the vile
eyes?
blackness
The
that
handle
fills her?
towards my hand. Ouch, damn spot. I think is that Lady Macbeth? Oh, never mind. Watch where you throw accusations, fool.
Please stop! Somebody shut his mouth!
But isn't
But
he right?
pray while
The
I
ban
say
left
that.
us. We're going to die.
This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us.
We have walked into the most cheerful village bloody ever. Don't be a fool. Darkspawn can be defeated.
No, I have seen them. You cannot run.
You cannot fight! You poor man, what happened to you?
My family,
My clan. Those creatures butchered them all.
Some of us fled here,
But we cannot escape the Darkspawn!
I ran.
Hearing my wife scream as they dragged her off. She had hair the same colour as yours. I am sorry for your loss.
Why am I here? I should not have come.
Well done me. I have
He
brought
was
a
right,
grown
wasn't
man to tears.
There's no hope for us.
I've done my good work for the day.
You're right. We
He was
can't
easily
give up.
convinced.
But we can't fight. What are we supposed to do?
Oh,
We can't
good
lie
lord,
down
man.
and
What happened to your
die
jaw and
either.
nose?
We must go north to
The
Dennery.
darkspawn already been at you? Just a child standing in the corner.
What am I doing here?
Where's my daddy?
Let's go loot
As you
this. Ooh, aww. Actually, what I'm gonna do? Let's have a quick look at my equipment and see if I can have anything better for my characters. So I can always do it something better. Doop-a-doo. Okay, so not going to put those on. No. Let's. Oh wait. Is there anything else I can? Surveyor. 1 willpower. I think that'd be better than the ice band that I currently wear. Charm of still waters. Warren's Oath. Ooh, what am I wearing currently? I think Warden's Oath might be the better one for me. What should we give this gentleman here? Let's give him this. And, okay, there you go. Be resistant to 10% of ice. Because that's what will help you. Oh no. Ooh, give it to this guy. I think that was the better one. And what can I give him in terms of armor? 9. I just remember that video now. No. Maybe. Ooh, I can upgrade my characters. So I'll give you 1 constitution, some magic, and a little bit of dexterity. And, I can't make you a better talker. So let's improve your combat training. And what spell should we give to you today? Let's give you some good old arcane shield. Pardon me. My lamb roast is coming back to haunt me. Oh my. It's constitution. Because he doesn't... What he has the... Blah blah blah. Master combat training. What the hell? Threaten. Ooh, that will be useful because I do really want him to play the tank of the group at the moment. Anyhow, let's go. What's his shield like at the moment? Yeah, let's give him... what are the differences? Oh, it's got a slightly better... Oh no, slightly worse fatigue. But the missile deflection is better. Okay, I wasn't going to do anything. And is there anything we can do for the lovely, lovely Morrigan? Nope. Just wait. Spell power. No, but the damage isn't as good. Oh, she's not wearing any shoes, you poor dear, you. Let's just give her some ice bands. Have some stuff. Anyway, let's head inside and see what's going on around here. What a lovely loading screen that is. It's beautiful. So beautiful, those pencil drawings in the background. I'm in your head. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, it's 10 o'clock on a Sunday evening. I have to work tomorrow. So yeah, this is the point of time I get a little weird. But let's talk to Sir Donald here.
Who?
Who?
I beg your pardon? I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain
You were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to turn Logain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Logain straight soon enough.
If he were well...
Nobody seems to know what Loghain is
What
doing.
do you mean?
To it.
The
So
Arl is
how do you
stricken
shut
with
the
an illness
mouths
that
of
threatens his life.
up
We have
to
found no cure,
hundreds
either
of
natural or
soldiers
magical.
that saw
When did
Loghain
this happen?
Only a few
willfully
weeks ago, but he has
retreat from the
declined
battle
quickly.
without aiding?
No one knows
in
the
it.
nature
So,
of
at
the
all.
illness, and even magic has done little to slow its progress. Our only hope
How
now
is that
is
not
a miracle.
political suicide in this
Every
world?
knight of Redcliffe has gone in search of the urn of sacred ashes. Andraste's ashes are said to cure
I
any
know there's a lot of
illness,
shit going on with the whole
but I fear we are
darts
chasing
thing.
a fable. With
I
each
would have
day
thought I'd
my
make it
hope
even
dims.
more predominant than that. It'd be like, what the fuck, Loghain? What you doing? What you doing? Tell me more about this urn of sacred ashes.
Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste.
Ah, yes,
Surely
Andraste.
you know all this.
Prophetess.
If you're truly interested, there are books here containing a great deal of lore. Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. I intend to return to Redcliffe soon
As I
and
said
tell the
earlier,
Arlessa
to the people
exactly
outside,
that once Sir Henrik
There's
arrives.
always hope. Who is Sir
My
Henrik?
fellow knight and travelling companion. He is delayed, though. What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy.
Where did I get these?
Thank you for giving me
honestly
these.
can't remember.
I would never have known otherwise.
Is there a reward, perhaps? No, not gonna be the dick. Some bandits killed him outside the
Thank you.
village.
I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest.
It's a mad world. It's a strange world after all.
Why is that, if I may ask? I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Tairn Loghain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Tairn has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern. If Arl Eamon were well, I have little doubt he would assist you. My quest, however, remains the same.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could. My mission takes priority, but I fear I shall be returning to Redcliffe with nothing to show for my efforts.
Let's go.
With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions.
Actually, what you said.
But I must go.
Actually,
Thank
I think
you again,
tonight,
my lady. You have been most helpful.
at the end of our chat with the friendly Sir Donald, I shall end. Actually, no. I will end after I've spoken. I've read the sacred ashes of Andraste. Only one person witnessed Mayfereth's betrayal, Harvard the Aegis, a childhood friend of Mayfereth. He accompanied his chief to the meeting with the Devinters, not realizing what was planned. When he understood that Mayfereth was giving Andraste over to be executed, Harvard, unwilling to draw a sword against his friend and liege, placed himself between Andraste and the Devinter soldiers. The Devinters struck him down, and Mayfereth left him for dead. Gravely wounded, Harvard made his way to the gates of Minrethus to stop the execution. When he reached it, the terrible deed was already done. The armies of the Palanes long since dispersed. Havard, cursing his weakness, gathered the earthly remains of Andraste that had been left to the winds and rain, and wept. When his fingers touched the pile of ash, his ears filled with song, and he saw before him a vision of Andraste, dressed in cloth made of starlight. She knelt at his side, saying, "The Maker shall never forget you as long as I remember." The song faded, the vision with it, and Havard was alone. But his wounds were healed. With new strength, Havard took up the ashes of Our Lady, and bore them back to the lands of the Almari. And with that wonderful rendition of a mention from the Codex about Andraste, I bid you good evening. So anyway, as I always say, like, favourite, subscribe, everything all the other YouTubers are asking you to do, and have a good evening. Bye!